In this video I'm going to show people who have the Dell G5 SE 5505 laptop how to overclock. This might work on the G3s as well, I'm not sure, but you're going to need a few tools. I'll put the links in the description. You'll need to make a folder. You don't have to. This is for organizational purposes, you know, keep everything nice and tidy. This is what I do. You can do it however you want. I really don't care. But for me, I made a folder, OC, that means overclock, and then I made an OC profiles thing right here, which these are the profiles that are assigned for the quote-unquote overclocking. This computer isn't really made for overclocking. I'm just going to throw that out there. You can do very mild things, but don't be expecting to spank the shit out of your silicon like you could on a desktop. On this computer, you actually see more performance doing a slight underclock and a slight undervolt on this model than you would by doing an overclock. But I'm making this video because somebody in the comments was requesting it. Just throwing that information out there. You're going to need two tools, GPU-Z and MorePowerTool. And this is the MorePowerTool website. I'll put both of these links in the video description. But on this website, you scroll all the way down here, and the download button's right here. So you download that, and then after you have that downloaded, you want to download Tech Power Up GPU-Z. Okay, and after you have those, so GPU-Z is the first thing you'll open up, and this has to be after you unlock SMARTSHIFT. You can't do this without SMARTSHIFT or with SMARTSHIFT enabled. It's not going to work. Go to here, 5600, and UEFI, and then you press Save BIOS, right? So you press Save BIOS, save the file, and it'll save it somewhere. You just save it wherever. I saved it in my OC profiles over here. That is your stock ROM for your GPU for the 5600. So now that you have a stock ROM, that's there as like a failsafe. You know, if your OC profiles, your overclock profiles get screwed up or whatever, you can always jump back to that one. So GPU-Z was used strictly for dumping the ROM file. Then in MorePowerTool, select 5600, and this is the main. Or hold on, I have to load it, and these settings should be followed pretty closely. There are people that know a lot more about this kind of stuff than I do, and they stated that, you know, try to keep them as close to these numbers as possible. Desktop, and we're just going to use the first one. The second one was me just screwing around, but you want to have these values. Yeah, so everything should look like that. Pause the video if you have to. I'm going to move over to frequency, and this should look like this. Some of this stuff might not change, but that's good. Doesn't matter. That should be how it is. And then to apply this stuff, you press right, and now it kind of just put those settings into effect, and that's pretty much it. It's not very complicated at all. If you have any questions, ask in the description.